Properties of determinant. Property 1. The value of the determinant remains the same if the rows and columns are interchanged. That is, if you change the rows to column and column to row, the value remains same. Proof. Let us take delta 1 equal to a determinant of order 3 by 3 that contains A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. Now we'll expand this in the first row. A1 into B2 C3 minus B3 C2 minus A2 into B1 C3 minus B3 C1 plus A3 into B1 C2 minus B2 C1. By expanding, we will get these values. Let delta 2 be the determinant by interchanging the rows and column. Then after interchanging, if we expand this by using the first row, that is A1 into B2 C3 minus B3 C2 minus B1 into A2 C3 minus A3 C2 plus C1 into A2 B3 minus A3 B2. Now if we expand this, we'll get the term. This is nothing but delta 1, same like delta 1. Therefore, this is equal to delta 1, hence the result. Property 2. Determinant changes its sign when any two of its row or column are interchanged. Proof. Let us consider delta 1 equal to a determinant of order 3 by 3. Now we'll expand this. As previous property, we expand the same expansion. By expanding, we'll get the term. Then multiply A1 minus A2 plus A3 inside. Let delta 2 be the determinant obtained from delta 1 by interchanging the first and second row. That is, the first row will change to second row and the second row will change to first row. Then by expanding this, the first row, then by simplifying, multiplying B1 minus B2, B3 inside, we get this. Now we'll take minus sign common in this. If you take minus sign common, then this value is same as delta 1. Therefore, delta 2 equal to minus delta 1. Hence the result. Property 3. The value of the determinant is 0 if any two of its row or column are identical. Proof. Let delta 1 equal to determinant of order 3 by 3 where any two row or column identical. Here we took first and second row are same, identical, A1, A2, A3. Now we'll expand this, delta 1 equal to, we'll expand by any one row, first row, then by multiplying inside, we get this term. Now we'll check whether we can cancel any of the common term. Here, A1, A2, C3 is common, so we cancelled. Next, A1, A3, C2 is common. A2, A3, C1. So we can able to cancel all the term, we get equal to 0. Hence the result. Property 4. If in a determinant the elements of any row or column are multiplied by the same scalar, say k, then the value of the new determinant is k times the given determinant. Proof. Let us consider delta 1 equal to a determinant of order 3 by 3. Now we'll expand this. We know to expand by taking any one row or column. Here we took first row and we expanded. Let delta 2 be the determinant obtained from the determinant delta 1 by multiplying the element of the first row by the scalar k. That is, in delta 1, the first row a1, a2, a3 is multiplied by k. Now expand this. Same procedure, we'll expand this by taking alternately plus minus plus. Then we can take k common in this. After taking k common, we can see that the k times and the delta 1 both are same. Therefore, delta 2 equal to k delta 1. Property 5. If each element of any row or column of a determinant is the sum of two terms, then the determinant can be expressed as the sum of two determinants. Proof. Let us consider delta equal to determinant of order 3 by 3. In this, the first row is a1 plus x plus a2 plus y into a3 plus z. Expand this by taking the first row a1 plus x into b2 c3 minus b3 c2 minus a2 plus y into b1 c3 minus b3 c1 plus a3 plus z into b1 c2 minus b2 c1. Now we have to expand this by taking the first one, that is a1 into the term minus a2 into the given multiple terms plus a3 into the term. By multiplying we get, and the remaining term we'll take x and multiply with the term b2 c3 minus b2 b3 c2, y minus y will take and then we'll multiply, same like plus z will take and we'll multiply. Then we will separate this determinant. First term and second term, by separating we'll get this. This is nothing but from the first property, the determinant is given, expansion is there. Here the expansion is given, from that we wrote the determinant. Hence the result. Property 6. If each element of a row or column is multiplied by a scalar and added to the corresponding element of any other row or column, then the value of the determinant is unaltered. Proof. Let delta 1 equal to a determinant of order 3 by 3. Now, let delta 2 be the determinant obtained by multiplying the second row element of delta 1 by k and adding to the corresponding element of the first row. That is, the second row, that is b1, b2, b3. Multiply k with that, k into b1, then add with the first row, that is a plus k b1. Next one is b2 is there, multiply with k, then add with a2, a2 plus b k b2. Now k into b3 will add with a3, we will get the terms. Now from the fifth property, from the previous property, we can separate this. By separating we wrote delta 2 equal to delta 1 plus From the fourth property, we can take k common outside. We took k common, k into the determinant. Here, the first two are same, identical. That is, the property 3 says that if any two row or column are identical, the value is 0. Therefore, we get delta 2 equal to delta 1. Hence the result. Property 7. If all the elements in a row or column of a determinant are 0, then the value of the determinant is 0. Proof. Let delta equal to determinant of order 3 by 3 where we will take any one row or column zeros. Here third row is 0. By expanding the first row, we know the expansion A1, the other term B2 into 0 is 0 minus 0 into B3. The similar manner, alternately plus minus we have to take minus A2 plus A3. By simplifying, delta equal to 0. Hence the result. Property 8. If all the element of any one side or both side of the principal diagonal are zeros, then the value of the determinant is equal to the product of the element in the principal diagonal. The statement says that the principal diagonal is given, any one side or both the sides are 0, then the value of the determinant is the principal diagonal, whatever value is present, multiply that product, that is the determinant value. Proof. Let delta equal to a determinant of order 3 by 3, in that we took one side as 0. Now we'll expand this determinant. We know this. We'll expand this by first row, A1 into B2 C3 minus 0 into B3 is 0. Alternately, we have to take plus minus. So minus A2 into 0 minus 0 plus A3 into 0 minus 0. By multiplying A1 inside, we get A1 B2 C3. See here, the principal diagonal is given as A1 B2 C3. If you multiply product, that is the determinant value. So any one side or both the sides are zeros, we can simply find the determinant value by multiplying the principal diagonal. Hence the result.